Do you want me to do the Hi, John. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If you could just, it's going to be a laid back chat. Just talk about your journey, like where you started, how your business has evolved, and what you're doing today. We're really excited to hear about it.
Cool. Thanks so much for having me. I love doing this kind of stuff. So my business started by flipping furniture locally. I got into books. I got into bulk books, had a whole warehouse, had a whole operation. COVID happened, restock limits happened. Amazon's like, yeah, you can't send books here anymore. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to merch fulfill. I know a lot of people are doing that right now. That is just not for me. And so I was actually good friends with Miles. Flips for Miles. And basically, yeah, we were the first resellers we ever met in person. It was me because Miles went to college right where I lived. So we I remember we went to like TGI Fridays and met for the first time. So he kind of like helped me with OA and like just kind of networking through that. Did OA, grew, scaled to seven figures, did all that fun stuff. And then yeah, with all like I heard about the influencer program. I was kind of, it's like, I don't have time for another thing. Like I was running Discord, I was doing coaching. Like I just had so much. And then someone I knew was like, yeah, I'm quitting Amazon. I just made 10K this month doing the influencer program. I was like, I need to, it was Kyle. I think you guys are having him on, coming up or whatever. Um, and I was like asking him about it. And then I just started to dive in and I was like, all right, let me see what this is all about. And then as I did it more and more, I would say almost 90-ish percent of my time is dedicated to the influencer program. And FBA is kind of just if I have time, I have time. If I don't, I don't. So yeah, that's kind of where I am.
That's really cool. Can you talk about like, so I follow you. I'm sure everybody here follows you in on Instagram. I love that you've been posting that the stuff that you get for free, you review it and then you flip it on Marketplace. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Like, have you had any weird weird encounters with people in the wild like that?
Yeah, so for me, the marketplace, it's really funny. A lot of people like go to eBay. I started on Facebook Marketplace, so it's very like native to me. Like I prefer that. It's cash, it's no returns. I kind of have a system down now where I get so many packages that I actually have to get like a box in front of our house. It's like this, I don't know, it's like 140 gallons and it's on wheels. So I could like wheel it in. And so a lot of the Facebook Marketplace stuff now is like I put the item in the box and then the person comes and gets it. So it's like, oh, it's like it's in the box. Like I don't care, I leave the money in the box. But Facebook Marketplace is great. I absolutely love it. Last month we did like over $1,000 just selling like stuff that we got for free basically. And yeah, it's great. There are definitely some weird people. Like there's this one situation where I don't know, it was like a kid that was messaging me. He said like he wanted a metal detector and his dad like almost refused to like he basically like ghosted me twice. He's like my dad won't get it. My dad is like am I talking to a kid? Like at one point I was like I'll just ship it to you for free, but then I thought it'd be weird to ask for like the kid's address. So there's just like weird stuff like that where like you just kind of have to like think through that. But yeah, there's definitely been some weird people or just I would say the worst people, like this sounds bad, is like, the people who are like getting stuff for like 10 or $20. Like they're the most flaky, they never show up. It's always a problem, or they said they would come and then someone else is like, oh, I'll pick it up right now, and you give it to them. They're like, why'd you sell it to them? I haven't heard from you in like 5 days. Like, so it's yeah, you gotta be safe. For me personally, we live in a pretty decent neighborhood, so I'm not really worried about that. And yeah, it's just kind of like for me, I think you have to like make it what you want it to be. It's like for me, I view it as all extra money, so it's on my schedule. So it's like, yeah, if you can't come like at this time, like that's fine. Like someone else will buy it. So I think for stuff like that, you want to make sure. Another big learning I had, it's like so for the Amazon influencer program, a lot of the stuff you're getting, some of the stuff is branded, but most of it's not. So it's not going to be like that popular. So I've kind of come to the conclusion that like let's just say the price almost has to be at least like 40 to $50 on Amazon for someone to buy it for like 20 to 30 on Facebook. So anything that's $20 on Amazon, I just give to a liquidator and he'll give me like $2 for it, regardless of what it is. And then we split whatever he gets over that.
That's really cool. So, could you, there was a lot there. Could you go
Yeah.
over what your current income streams are? Like, do you make money from the podcast and YouTube and all of that? Or is your main focus Amazon Influencer Program?
So the podcast is a money loser because we don't really get like ad revenue. We have like some software there. We're probably going to get a VA to clip it, so it will really be a loser soon. But the influencer program is a mainstream. So you have on-site commission and then you have off-site commission. So on-site commission is like a lot of that stuff is your normal everyday. So if like you did a video for this water bottle, you post it, you tag it, it goes in your storefront. That's on site. And then off site is a brand sends me this water bottle through Creator Connections. I review it. It's usually at a higher commission level, usually like 10, 20%. And then I'll get commission on that. So you have like two streams there. Facebook Marketplace has become a bigger stream for me. And then I have a pretty big brand deal, which would be like UGC, where I'm on a retainer every month making pretty good chunk from that.
Could you talk about your UGC journey, like how you got started and like what an average day might look like for you through all of your income streams?
Yeah, so every day is definitely interesting. So I would say my UGC journey has just been pretty natural. Just because I've had a YouTube channel for almost 4 years and was making content on Instagram for 4 years. I kind of forget about that part for like a lot of people, like where I'm like, tell my brother you should do the influencer program. He's like I don't even really go on Instagram. Like it's just different. Like all of us are on social media, right? Everyone knows what Twitter is and like kind of how it goes. So I think for me, an average day, I mean, I usually wake up at like, I don't know, 6, 5:36, go to the gym, I'll go through all my brand deals. So at this point in time, I get probably like 2 to 3 inbounds every day on Instagram or email, and then kind of respond to the stuff that's kind of like coming or formulating and kind of going through that. Um, then after that, usually podcast, and then if there's stuff here to make videos of, I'll make videos of it. Brand deals are always first, and then creator connection stuff you want to get done as soon as you can, just because like usually these campaigns are timed, so they mostly last for 30 60 maybe 90 days. So the quicker you get your video in, like the quicker you'll make commission and make more of it. And then kind of like, if there's downtime, Facebook Marketplace, it really, the problem with the influencer program, it doesn't end. There's like so much opportunity. Like I'm on my phone, like if we're watching, my girlfriend kind of gets mad, but we're just like watching TV, is like my computer's open. And like I'm talking to brands, like messaging people for products. So there's like so much opportunity. It's like hard just to like, shut it off, I guess.
And now these brands are reaching out to you. And
Mhm.
how does that work? Does that specifically just through creator connections?
So brands will reach out to you a bunch of different ways. So another arm of this is a YouTube channel that I have that posts all these review videos. So people will reach out through that. When you have your Amazon influencer account, you have a social media account. So my Instagram is on there. So when someone comes across my storefront, they'll see my Instagram account, they get click on that, and that's where a majority comes. I don't know how they get my email address. It must be, maybe it's on YouTube. I don't know. It's probably somewhere at this point. So they'll send emails through that. And then you also kind of have creator connections where it's coming to a point where like you do a really good job on a video, the brand either wants to buy the rights to that video or they want to work more together. So there's just like levels to it too. So if you're just getting started with the Amazon influencer program, I would do everything. Like it was $0, it was $5, I would just do everything. Now it has to be, I don't know, like I have to want the product. It has to be at least like $30, $40 for me to either consider it. And even with creator connections, a lot of these brands will like try to get you to do all this stuff. Like that is not necessary. So there was one person who wanted to make this like crazy vacuum video for them. I was like, absolutely not. Like this is gonna take like 2 hours. They're like, we really want you to make the video. And I was like, send me an email. So now they're paying me like $100 to make the video where like most people are gonna make it for free. So you have to start to figure out like to value your time. But yeah, they'll eventually like once your content starts to get out there, they'll start reaching out to you, they'll start finding you. And then I don't know, I'm like in this weird loop where like someone found me on TikTok and like my contact information must have got dropped into something. And now I'm getting like 3 or 4 emails every day. They're not necessarily good. It's just automated. So you just like get these weird things and agencies, and so as you grow and you get more and more videos, it tends to find you, but I should probably do a better job of like initiating this stuff.
So you bring up a good point. My next question was, and you kind of flowed into that, was how do you vet these people? How do you know that they're real? How do you know that they're a legit brand and they're not just like fishing for information from you to scam you out of something?
Most of it is like they can't really I kind of think about it, it's like they can't really scam you. I mean, they could get your address, but I'm like, I don't really know what they're gonna do with that. So mostly the creator connections, it works. Hey, will you send me this product? Yes, no, whatever. Okay, here's my address. They send it. I get it. Most of these people are in China. Like they're not in the US. So like that's really not even like an issue. Um,
Yes.
so I kind of look at that like I don't know. The only thing you can get scammed on is payment. Where because usually how it works is you do the video, depending on what the situation is, the brand for me, I am very upfront and clear. Like there are no edits. Like I've done 2,600 of these. Like I know what's going on. So then you send it to them if they want an edit sometimes. If I miss something, I will do it, but usually I won't. And then they'll send me money through PayPal. Usually it's like just pretty standard that like I'm never sending any money. So if you are doing the influencer program and doing creator connections, I'm seeing more of a trend where they're like, hey, we don't send you a free sample, but you could buy it and we'll refund you. That's a big red flag. Never ever buy to get refunded. I've never done it. I've always been taught not to do that. But I could see how that could go pretty wrong. Unless you're doing it through a platform like Join Brands. Some of these like platforms are more safe, where like Join Brands, if you're not familiar, is basically you go on there, someone will be like, hey, like I need someone to take a picture of this water bottle. We'll pay you $5. You buy the water bottle on Amazon, you get it shipped to you. You take the pictures, and then they pay you for the pictures and the water bottle once they get the content. So it's kind of protection on both because, like, if you don't do the video, well, then you're out the money you spent on it. So it's kind of fair. And then you have join brands that could step in if someone doesn't hold up their end.
Brian, do you have any questions?
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. I thought you were still going. So yeah, I got a couple questions. First, how do you go about choosing products for this is all AIP questions for right now.
How do I go about choosing products? So when I first started are you referring to like creator connections?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
the
for
on-site part, correct?
yes. So for
Yeah.
creator connections, when I first started, I was doing everything and anything just to get practice, just to get reps. It's kind of like almost the more videos you have, they're like, okay, you have more experience. At this point I have 2,600 videos, so like it's really spinning at this point where it's like, okay, most people are just like, yeah, like we'd love to work with you. At first, you'll send a ton of messages through Amazon, whatever you want to call it, and a lot of people aren't going to write you back, and that's fine. I kind of found you must have to sell yourself to these brands. So it's like, hey, my name is John, like I came across your product. I'd love to make a review video for you to help you increase your sales. I made 2,600 videos. It's created over $1 million in sales for other sellers. If you want to work with me, here are my socials. You could check, here's my Amazon influencer page, here are my socials. And then most people are like, oh, we'd love to work with you. And then, so you got to like sell yourself that it's like, when I first started, I'd be like, oh, like, here's my TikTok, or I'll use my Instagram account, even though I don't post on that, just to kind of draw them in. Cause I think I have like 13,000 followers or something. So a lot of people like go with that. And then I could talk them out and be like, I could post a video on my YouTube page. And they were usually good with that. But now it's product selection's a little bit more. So what you want to do, it depends on your time, right? For me, I don't want anything that I have to put together. Something that's gonna like take up a lot of space. There'll be stuff that like I just know from doing Facebook Marketplace that I could sell very quickly. So like furniture, tables, chairs, like that kind of stuff, I don't mind taking on because I get like 100, $200 for that stuff. Um, Sometimes putting together sucks, but and then stuff I want, stuff I need, that kind of gets a priority. And if I don't want it or need it, it's kind of has to be like over $50 for me to kind of take it on. And then you also have to kind of look as you get deeper. Like I do use like Keepa and Seller Amp to view. It's like, does this sell, right? Even if this water bottle, it's like I want this water bottle. If it's brand new, like there's no indicators that it's going to sell. So like there's really no demand there. So like you could just be making a ton of videos for stuff that's not going to sell, and then that doesn't really help you.
Makes sense. Um, let's see here. Can you review items that you've purchased, just not things that you sell on Amazon, correct?
Yeah, you can review anything that you personally have. Yeah, it just can't be something you sold on Amazon.
Makes sense.
So I reviewed everything in my house. You could do friends' houses, parents' houses. Yeah, just put anything.
How important is like, say, the backdrop of these videos that you'd be doing? I mean, is it important to have it nice and professional looking? Should you have good lighting? Should we invest in microphones to, obviously maybe a stand, some sort of tripod?
So when I would say my first 1,000, this is more for the podcast more than anything else. And it will help, I think, for UGC. But I mean, my first probably actually like 1,500 videos, no mic, just iPhone. For for the Amazon videos, for UGC content and brand deals, that's totally different. Like this is going to be better for that. You know, you want clean cuts, like it just has to be more professional. For the influencer program, they want to see like real life people. Like, you know, if you're do and it should, and I try to do that a lot. Like I'm trying to think. Like today I did like a gym shirt. And it was like it wasn't Under Armour, but it was something like that. Like I put on a pair of shorts instead of wearing a pair of jeans. Just like little stuff like that to make it seem like more real. It's like, okay, like he's actually using this, or it's actually more realistic or whatever. And then on the other hand, I did like a gardening video, and like the person in the video like, oh, could you wear a pair of jeans? So it just kind of goes back and forth, but I really don't think it really matters. For me, you just want to just make videos and just be like as real as possible and be yourself. um and yeah, go from there.
How about editing? Do you edit any of the videos, or do you just do a continuous clip?
I try so hard not to edit anything, just because a lot of if it's a higher end item I might, but if I'm editing, it's more I'm just putting clips together. Like today, I had to do a couple brand deals, and it was like one shot explaining the water bottle, like one shot outside drinking out of the water bottle, and just smashing them together. No edits, no like voiceover. Like you don't want to do, well, you can do voiceover, but you don't want to do stuff like captions or animations or music or any of that kind of stuff because it's against terms. A lot of people actually got screwed over because Amazon like kind of changed up. So people were putting music and doing all this stuff. And so Amazon removed all music. In turn, that removed all the sound from the video because it couldn't tell the difference. So then they just have these videos and no one's talking. Uh, so you want to keep it as basic, as simple as possible for the most part.
So I know at least two of us in here have not done our first three videos. I have definitely put this on the back burner. It has not been my priority. I really should be as I go about my journey here with ecom in general. Things are changing, and I really need to make one of these income streams a thing. But if you were to get started on your three videos today, how would you go about doing that?
So if
Choosing,
I would
choosing the
just do it.
product. Yeah, yeah.
I would just do it. I would do like really simple stuff. Like I would do probably like a pen, like a computer mouse, and like a microphone, something like that. So like you don't want to do like food because they're gonna flag you. These are the first three videos. You're gonna want to show your face, number one. So I would just be like, hey, this pen is really great. This is what it looks like. You get 12 in a pack. Just keep it really, really simple. It writes really nice. If you're looking for a great pen, definitely check these out. Like that's it. Literally at least 30 seconds, no longer than a minute to show your face. Just it's also good if you know the product. Like because it's going to be easier to talk about. You don't want to just kind of so just show your face. Do really simple products that like Amazon won't be able to argue about. You want to avoid like health products or anything like that. You want to avoid saying the words like safe or dangerous or anything like that. Like don't do like a knife or like kitchen stuff. Like just keep it very, very simple, very, very basic. And I just do it. So you have three chances to do it. I actually this was like when I first started, like a year and a half ago. I failed the first three times because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was doing like a vitamin and a Lego set that like I was trying not to open so I could resell it. Like it was just a bad. So you want to just keep it like super, super simple, and do stuff that's can't really argue that you violated terms. Like if you read the terms, and if your videos do get flagged, they'll tell you why. That's another big one. Don't wear a shirt like this. You want to make sure there's nothing in your background. They're very sensitive to like personal information, like an envelope with your address on it, like a computer password, like anything. So like if you could do it like against like a plain white wall or just something where like they can't see anything. Like I've seen people get flagged like they're outside and it's like their apartment's like 3,000 and Amazon's sort of like 000 and they're like, "Oh, you're showing your address." You can't do that. You can't have like little kids in the background. So just like stuff like that. So if you have like the basically the cleanest background as possible, I think that will really
Brian, do you have more questions or can I start reading some from the chat?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead, Amanda. Yeah, you're good. I was just reading my stuff here. You're good.
Okay, so the first question that I saw was from Kimmy. It says, is it against TOS if they reimburse you on join brands?
So if you do join brands, it depends on where you buy it. So if you buy it off of Amazon, then yes, you don't want to be getting it. You get reimbursed, and then you do a review on Amazon. Some will do like Chewy. So if you bought something off of Chewy, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not bought off of Amazon and you get reimbursed, then you're fine. So yeah, that's a big one.
Thank you. And then Andrew said, are there any softwares you use to have an upper edge for AIP? Please say no. We don't need another subscription.
I like Viral View. VIRAL. I think it's VUE. Cade Peterson and his brother made it. Cade was just on the podcast and we talked a little bit about it. I don't know, four podcasts ago maybe. Um, I mean, it's definitely not necessary to get started, but it's definitely helpful. And basically, what it does, it gives you like a score. So when you're like looking at other items, it'll be like, hey, based on how many videos, based on the rank, based on how much it sells, this is like the score. So a good use case for that is like if you're buying a water bottle for yourself, I'm gonna get one that doesn't have a lot of videos, sells a lot, so it could kind of help, but like I don't think it's necessary until you have like maybe 1,000 videos.
Thank you. And then back to what Brian was saying is you can't review things that you've bought. But Jordan asks, what happens if you sold it before, but you own it as well? Would you just steer clear of reviewing it?
Yeah, it's not worth the risk. It's kind of just like Yeah. If it's a generic listing or like like the nutritional label is not there, like Amazon's gonna find out eventually, and like you don't want to put that at risk.
Mhm. That makes sense. And then Andrew has a nice question here about a PL. Have you ever reviewed a new PL and you saw it take off from the start? I know why he's asking. We have one of our prep clients has his own PL who's starting slowly getting sales, but it's doing well. So have you ever reviewed a new PL and saw it take off?
Yeah, I have. It was like a snore product. I forgot what it was. It was like a mouth guard or something. And like it was insane how much I made. And they offered like 30% commission and it was like a $60 product or so. It was absolutely insane. And it just went off at Q4. Well, like when you first start, it doesn't matter. Just review everything. Like if it gets no sales, it gets no sales. Like, and I think that's where sometimes this gets lost when people are like, oh, like it has to be a nice video. Literally, it's like 30 to 40 seconds, like right in front of your face. Like just say what you know about it. Like, what would you want to know about it? Like, or why would you buy it? That's how I always look at it. And that's why I always suggest like start at your house because like everything at your house you bought for a reason most likely, and you pretty much use it. So it's just really easy to talk about that stuff. And yeah, I always suggest like do videos about everything because it's just good practice.
Thank you for that. We've been making silly videos just for free to help our prep client out. I was like, here, you can post this all over your TikTok if you want. And it's just silly.
That's funny.
It's mostly
You
Andrew.
never know what will pop off. Like I'm starting to get into TikTok a little bit more and know a bunch of people, and it's like usually no one ex the video that pops off, like they have no idea. It's just like,
No rhyme or reason.
yeah,
So something that I love about your stories and is super motivating is you'll post like a preview of your like a screenshot of what's in your videos folder and you're like just made my 3000th video or whatever the actual number is. And that's super motivating. You know, all of us here we're interested in it. Maybe we haven't gotten started. Some of us I know have gotten started and are doing the work. Now, we all think that it's more complicated than it needs to be. You are clearly saying just review it. How would you want to do it? It doesn't matter. No, these people you're never going to meet in your life that buy it, right?
yeah.
So, is there like any top two tips that you would give about just getting started? Like what eased your mind maybe? I know you come from a content heavy background, so you're not so shy about being on camera. But what maybe are like two top tips that you would give to a newbie that's scared to get on camera?
Maybe that's scared to get on camera. I would say there's like nothing almost yeah, it's hard. Because like I started like the same way, right? It's like I don't know, you just put it out there and it just takes time and you keep doing it. I would say so this is what I did. I committed to make 500 videos for the influencer program. That sounds like a lot of videos. It's what is it? 5 a day for 30 days. No, that's more than that. It's like for 2 months. No, maybe 3 months. I don't know. I can't really think about it. But if you just break down the math, it's really not that much. I did the 500 in 6 weeks. We shop a lot on Amazon, but it's really not that hard. So I would say like just do it, or just do it on your phone and don't post it and watch it and just be like who cares? Like I don't understand. Like who cares? Like you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like okay, like whatever. Like I reviewed a pen, like
It's
okay.
funny that you say
Like
that.
cause like there's no feedback on Amazon. Like I have the YouTube review page and I post all the Amazon videos. People talk shit all the time. Like, oh, you hung that incorrectly. You're an idiot. Like I got the same thing and it's a nightmare. But on Amazon, there's no feedback. It's just there for someone. So like you can't even get negative feedback on it. So like there's really nothing to lose.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I would say just commit to I'm gonna say 500 videos and just do 500 videos and then make your decision. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna make 10 videos and you're gonna be, oh, I only made 20 cents. Like this is kind of dumb. Like you really need 500 videos to like determine whether you like it. I always tell people like who are doing Amazon, it's like you can't look at five ASINs and make a decision whether OA is for you or not. You can't scan 5 RA products and be like, "Yep, didn't find anything. Like this isn't for me." Look, so like for Amazon people, I guess that's how I would state it because like I looked at SellerAmp the other day. I did a video. Looked at over 170,000 products. Like it's insane, right? So like, and I didn't go into thinking that I was gonna look at 170,000, just like naturally happen. So I would say commit to 500 videos and just do it. Keep like a little chart, cross off, just get motivated and just do it and then make a decision. And then guess what? If you don't like doing it, you'll still make a little bit of money from those 500 videos every single month,
That's a great point.
regardless.
Something somebody told me once was, don't watch your own videos. You're gonna think you're cringe. Nobody else is gonna think you're cringe, except maybe like your friends and family,
Yeah.
but who cares? They're not the ones that are on Amazon buying your stuff. Um,
The first 2 years of my YouTube channel, I didn't watch one video. That's why I
said that in
don't
our
edit.
DMs
There
once,
was no editing, there nothing. It just went up and then whatever. It is what it is.
right? Aaliyah has a question. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
Hey, so Sarah was saying something about putting your videos on YouTube. Do you do
Mhm.
that? Like you're
Yeah, I
okay.
do. So I am way behind because I didn't start it for a while. So I think I have maybe like 800 videos on YouTube at this point. And I have 2,600, so I'm way behind. But yeah, like doing it on YouTube is definitely good. It's definitely another model. I would hope to get monetized. It usually takes people like a year from what I've seen. Um, doing just Amazon and you're just uploading the video you already made. So I mean,
Right.
it is extra work. That's actually what I hate the most. I need to get a VA to kind of start doing that for me. Um, but there's definitely some benefit because then when it comes to Amazon, a lot of these brands are becoming a little bit more needy. So if I could be like, yeah, I will make a video for Amazon and I will post it on YouTube, like I have an advantage over everyone who doesn't have a YouTube channel. So
Okay.
it's an extra added bonus for them because they want the SEO. Like, because if someone Googles it, YouTube is owned by Google. So like it's built in SEO. Everyone else is making Amazon videos, but if they could get a video, to help them in like the search algorithm, they really value that. And then you'll get some commissions. It's not going to be life changing, but all this stuff builds on each other. Like I think off the YouTube channel. I don't know, I made like $80 this month. Which I mean, compared to everything else, is not, but it's taken me, I don't know, 8 months, right? Every other month is $5, $10, no dollars. So it's just this whole, but if I had all 2,600 videos on there, I might be monetized already and getting ads and other stuff that I could run through there.
I gotcha. So do you like you have a separate YouTube channel than like your side
Mhm.
hustle, like, things like that,
Yeah.
just a totally separate one. That's just for these videos.
Yeah, just for these videos. That
Okay.
that channel, be prepared. People are nasty on these review videos.
Mm.
Just, but it's fine. It's all good for them because some of those videos, it's insane. I will say this. After creating Amazon content, like there are videos on the review page that far surpassed any video I made on my YouTube page just because it's more relevant. Like more people want to see like what this TV looks like than how to sell on Amazon. So like it's easier to kind of get more views. People are more interested in the stuff. It just has to be it's just a grind. Like anything else, it's a grind.
Andrew had asked, I know that you're talking about not purchasing things, getting it sent to you, but Andrew had asked, when you do purchase something to review, can that be a write-off?
I write it off. Yeah, I mean, if it's specific, so I'm not an accountant, so I don't know. But for me, like, yeah, like for example, I brought in a Ninja slushy machine to review. I did that to review and to make TikTok videos for. I view that that's for my business. You want to make sure if you buy the Ninja slushy machine, you better make a video about it and post it for that reason. But yeah, I don't see why not. Like a lot of the stuff that I buy. I mean, could technically be like a business expense for a lot of the stuff that I buy. Like a computer, like I'm not paying for that. Like that's a business thing. I haven't bought a computer in like 10 years. It's just the business needs it. So I think about stuff like that a lot. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely been stuff that like I bought and I'm just like, well, if I make a review of this and I could use it in TikTok, then it's kind of I look at it. My accountant says it's fine. So if he says it's fine,
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
I think if you're putting the social proof out there that you're reviewing it and you could back that up. The IRS is like, why do you need a slushy machine? You can be like, look at these review videos. I don't know how well that'll
Exactly.
go over, but
I
whatever.
bought it to see if I would be able to pay for it. It didn't work out. I think I made like 100 bucks on it. Uh, but I think I paid like 300 for it.
You tried and you work and
Yeah.
whatever. Kimmy said you can't put the link in a YouTube short, right? How do you get them to your storefront from YouTube?
So when you post on YouTube, you need to post so annoying. What the hell is it called? The Amazon Associates link. So on every Amazon page, when you're in, at the very top, I think it has like a straight button or something. You hit that and it creates a link. So that's where you're gonna put in the description. I post everything on desktop, so I don't really know what it looks like. Shorts on phone kind of suck. But if you do it on desktop, it's just like a normal description that you would do for a YouTube video. You can put the link in there, and then yeah, people can click on it. You're not taking them to your storefront, you're taking them to that direct product. Because if you took them to your storefront, technically that product is going to be so buried, depending on when you made the video. So you want to
Yeah.
kind of take them to that video.
So just like when you see like influencers or anybody talking on their stories and they have like a little link, that's just their Amazon influencer link, like the link to the product directly. So it's the same concept for YouTube. Um, okay.
Do you know how to get a QR code for that? Like your items? I'm just curious because I'm thinking about Brian and I went to Chris Grant's Christmas party, and it was so funny because like on his what was that he had there, Brian? Like a I don't know, like a
It was an
beverage.
alcohol. It was like an alcohol Keurig.
Yeah, something like that. And he had a QR code on it. And there was something else with QR code. I was like, that's brilliant. You have like people over or whatever. You're just like, you really like using this, you know? Like,
That's actually, yeah, that's a great idea.
Jordan says, do you just change the video up or just straight repost it to YouTube?
Just repost it.
Yeah, Sarah Ray says, why do double the work?
Take way too long. It wouldn't be worth it if you had to like change it up.
No.
Now you can't so for TikTok, you can't repost the same exact video. So if you're gonna like repost the TikTok, that's a no-no.
Oh, okay. And then I know you said you only do it on desktop, but Kimmy's wondering, can you put the link on a short or you
Yeah, can you put the link on the short? Probably because you could like do the description, I think, on a YouTube short.
Oh, yeah, you can do a description.
Yeah, so if you could do it, because I always put it in the description, and you got to put like disclosure, like I earn a commission if you click on this link, something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think you could also do like hashtag ad at the end and
yeah, you could do
you
that
don't
as
have to do that
well.
whole disclosure. Yeah.
For me, I just find it easier on the desktop because I'm just copying and pasting a lot of stuff. Like I'm basically copying like the Amazon title. I'm copying the link. It's just too much for me to do on desktop.
Yeah.
But if you're good on mobile, like go for it. I'm just not.
Personally, I haven't dabbled too much in this. I got my account approved and then I didn't do much with it. So I'm still working on that. But Brian, do you have some questions?
How exact does the product need to be? Say you had, a door handle, but you had two door handles, they both look the same, mostly. Does that matter? Like,
You want it to be like I treat it like Amazon. Like I want it to be exactly the same because they do. So what's happening now is there's like with AI, like a lot of people are trying to pull like a lot of stuff and they've really like cracked down on that. So like I don't know, it's like you got to use your best judgment, I guess. Like if you notice something is different and you still make the video, probably not the best idea. But like I'm sure I've made a video that wasn't the right faucet or something, but I thought it was like 100%. I feel like stuff like that they'll just untag. But if you're constantly doing stuff like there's definitely been people who've been like if you're gonna do a video for like this water bottle and there's like multiple Amazon listings, like pick the listing. Do not tag every single listing because they're gonna like flag that right away. And they've really cracked down on that. People have been like trying to post multiple videos on one listing. They've like totally cracked down on that. Now you get no commissions if you're doing double videos. So like it's always just best with Amazon to just treat it with respect and just do what they want you to do.
Makes sense. Amazon's Amazon. So what
For now.
about the age of the product? Say I had something, that I purchased 3 years ago. It's a little bit, worn down and whatnot. Is that still okay to do a review, or do they all need to be new? And if they are new, is it best to use like the packaging, doing like an unboxing, or
So if it's old, it doesn't matter. Because you could just make the argument that you've had it for 5 years and it's still working, it still looks good. People just like to like see it real. So like it's even better, like, hey, I've had this for 5 years, it's still working, it still works really good. This is what it looks like. So now that person's like, oh shit, like it's still gonna work in 5 years. Like this is great. For new stuff, you kind of want it depends on what it is. Like if it's a new hammer, like you don't have to show yourself like hitting a nail. Um, but it's kind of hard. Like the Ninja slushy machine is a good example. Like you have to remember at the end of the day, you're trying to sell the product, right? You are doing a review, but you need them to buy it at the end to get a commission. So like you want to do your best to be like, hey, like this is the best parts about this product. This is how it works. Like kind of sell the vision of it. So yeah, or sometimes like a box of tea like people just want to see the tea bag. So you can say, hey, here are the 5 flavors that come in it. So it just really depends on the product. But if you could show it in use, that's usually the best.
and I guess probably my last question. Would you recommend a phone, using a cell phone, like a nice digital camera, video camera, and then also voiceover? I think you had already kind of touched that part. You probably don't recommend a voiceover and just using a phone?
So I use my iPhone for all of it.
Yeah.
Unless like I'll use this webcam. It's like sometimes I have to do an app or like sometimes I need my phone to like do the demonstration. I actually have an old iPhone that I use. Like I get a lot of phone chargers and stuff like that. So people want to see like, when you put your phone on it, it like clicks or whatever, the ding or whatever. Um, so yeah, I use my phone for all of it. I think for especially for influencer program, like they really want it to be real. So like I've done experimented with like I have a DJI, I have some like nice cameras, and it just looks like you're like, yeah, this is like a commercial. Like this is not gonna work, or it's almost like not. It's a weird concept, right? Because it's like, oh, like who wants to see like someone's messy house or whatever? It's just like, well, that's probably what their house looks like, right? Because like not everyone, like I think you know what I mean. But you want to just try to be like as realistic as possible. I think for that. And then for voiceovers, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I hate doing voiceovers. So I mean, that's one thing to keep in mind too. Like if you do a voiceover, like you're not gonna like it because it's really hard. So if you're doing a voiceover, like you really can't be talking. Like for this water bottle, I can't be like talking because then when I do the voiceover, it's not going to match up. So you have to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
show it, like you have to have like some idea in your head what you're going to do. But then even that, like if you go too fast, like you're not going to have enough time to like say all the words. So it could get really annoying really quick. Sometimes you just have to do it. But I try to avoid it if I can.
And what percentage out of these 3,000 videos or so you have are you actually on in the clip? Um, yeah.
Uh, I'd say like
I've heard a really
80%.
low percentage. Say again? Sorry.
I'm at like 80%. I'm a
In the
firm
in the videos.
believer, yeah, that if your face is in it, it's much more believable. It will sell. You don't have to be by any. If I'm doing Airbnbs and stuff like that, like I'm not sitting on the couch. Like it's just a quick, hey, this is the refrigerator. This is what it looks like. But if it's like something if a brand sends it to me or if I'm getting paid for a brand deal, I'm always in it. A lot of the creator connection stuff I am in. It just makes it easier to sell, makes it more believable. Um, and it will get you more brand deals. So you have to realize like almost every video you're making is like a brand could see that. So like you don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna just put this video up there. Like who cares? It like it costs you a brand deal down the line. So I always kind of think about it like that. But yeah, it's like kind of just you gotta just do your best and like kind of go with the flow, I always think.
I think Kimmy mentioned somewhere up here about a script or something. Would you typically write up a script before doing these and then just kind of follow the course?
For me, I don't do any scripts.
You just wing it.
I just wing it. Like eventually, like you're gonna water bottle is a bad idea, but you're just gonna get like like cell phone chargers or like the 3-in-1 chargers, your iPhone, your earbuds, your watch. Like the first video you do is gonna suck, but then like after you get 10 of them, it's like this is where you put your watch, this is where you put your it's like very like the same thing over and over. Like there's just so many products I've never even bought myself, but now I get them constantly and it's just easy to like go through it. When you script it, it just doesn't work. Like it's just really hard. Some people try to overcomplicate it, put in ChatGPT and like all this. Like you just want to try to be like normal person. Now, yeah, there's been stuff that I've gotten that I've never used before, and it just kind of sucks too. It's like because the video is just not that good. Because I don't use it, I don't know how to use. It's just very apparent. So I try to stay away from that kind of stuff. But yeah, scripting, it just becomes like super obvious, and then it's like where you're gonna read. So usually what I'll do is I'll take a post-it note like this, and like I'll jot down like I don't know, 5 things. And I'll just put it on my computer screen right here. And usually I'm just like recording right here. And so I could just see like kind of the talking points if I need them. It's usually a brand is telling me they want like these 5 things said. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what that would be the closest thing I do to a script. Um, yeah, it's just really hard. Like sometimes, like today, I had to do one, and like, oh my God, they wanted like 12 things said in the video. It's easy to do if you're gonna like piece it together, but I don't like editing. So I was like, all right, like I'm just trying to get this in one take. So like you just like kind of get it as you're going through. Um, and then yeah, if you have like 75% of it in there, what I'll do if I can't like remember the rest, I'll just stop it there and then pick up the video with like the other talking points. But yeah, I think for most of these, it's like you just don't want to overthink it. You just kind of want to be like, yeah, this is, how I use this, or this is how you could use it. Or like basically almost like sell them. It's like, hey, if you're looking for a great water bottle, like you're gonna want to check this one out. Like to try to like get their attention like a little bit. Like, okay, like why is this a great water bottle? And then like just think about like why you buy your water bottles or what you like about it. Or a lot of times it's like, oh, I've seen other water bottles and none of them have this. Like sometimes it's kind of like BS, but like you just gotta like kind of go with the flow.
Super, super cool. Super inspiring. I appreciate all of this knowledge here. Me
Yeah.
and
Of course.
Aaliyah just got accepted yesterday into
Oh,
the
congrats.
associates.
Congrats,
So
Aaliyah.
yeah, me and her are going to try to tag team this whole process here and just try to just get it done.
Guys,
Yeah, I mean, I would say that like don't overthink the first three. Just yeah, I would do them tonight.
100% have been.
Like like do whatever. Well, if you're gonna sell it's in your Ross bag on Amazon, don't do that. But I'm sure there's some stuff wherever you are that you could just make a quick video of and like just don't overthink it and just, show your faith. Like literally, I don't even know what it was. Like this bottle right here, I got these vitamins from someone. This has literally been my tripod. I literally just like put my phone up for like the first 1,000 videos that I did. Now I actually got like 3 or 4 tripods for free the other day. So now I'm using those. But it's like literally, yeah, like my computer screen, I have a MacBook right now. Like the phone, I literally just like lean it up against here. It's vertical. I'm just like sitting here and that's how I do the video. So like I would not overthink it at all. I've used this water bottle before to like just prop it up or angle it weird or yeah, I wouldn't overthink it. Just like shoot the video, submit them, and then If Amazon rejects them, just like see why they did it and then go from there.
How often would you say they reject them?
I don't know. I've heard they've gotten like a little looser with it, but it's really just if you do something like very simple, like I said, like a pen or just a stapler. Well, maybe not a stapler because you get hurt with a stapler. Uh, yeah, just like your hat is probably a great example of something you could do because like a pair of sneakers, like, hey, this is what the sneakers look like. They come in black, they're super comfortable. The laces are really comfortable. Like I use these running, I go to the gym with these. I really like these sneakers. If you're looking for a great pair of sneakers, definitely check these out. Like you didn't really say anything like health related. You just want to stay away from health related, safety concerns, yeah, all that kind of stuff.
What's the reasoning behind the safety concerns? You're saying like knives and a stapler because you could hurt someone?
Yeah, you could like hurt someone. Like it, you can't make like also like false claims. Like, cause like if a knife, like you'd be like, oh, you got to be careful. Like they're gonna flag that. Like your glasses probably would be a great example because like you're claiming you could see better with them. While you can, Amazon does not want to make any promises. Or like you wouldn't want to do a vitamin because like they're gonna be, oh, it's FDA. Like all of a sudden, that's like an issue. So like just stuff like that. But like you're like, hey, these pair of sneakers are really comfortable. You can't really argue with that because it's your opinion and there's no health concerns. Now, if you're like, these are going to make you run so much faster, and this is great for orthotics and my feet. Like, if you start getting into all that stuff, that's like way too much. So just like keep it like super simple. And yeah, like I've done knife videos and stuff like that. Once you kind of get like your first 100 videos down, it's kind of just like whatever. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of stuff like that. That you kind of don't want to like for your first three. You just want to kind of keep it simple and just not have any issues.
Does anybody have any questions before we get off this call here? So Jen just said, I've let my IG to get accepted stagnant for about 2 months. How do I ramp back up? So I also can agree with that. I had stopped for just a very short period of time, and the views went down, and it's like almost impossible to get them back up. How do you get that back up?
Did you apply for the influencer program
No, she
using
never
your
did.
Instagram? I would apply with using your Instagram and see if they accept it. They don't really care. They care more about engagement, from what I understand. And you have nothing to lose by just applying because if you just keep applying with your account, that doesn't count towards like, oh, if you apply 3 times, you get knocked out. It's only the videos. So a lot of people will just, I know people that have like less than 1,000 that got approved. Um, and if you, I would just post like dumb shit like, hey, this is what I'm having for breakfast. Hey, here's my coffee. Ask some friend, ask people, push your, I don't know if you're allowed to do that in this group. Post your like Instagram thing and ask people to like it in here. Try to get some engagement going. And then yeah, that would definitely help spark things.
Are you Hi John. Are you saying to that I can apply as many times as I want
Yeah,
right
for
now?
social media. So like there's two approvals. So one is to get approved to be an Amazon influencer. So you're gonna have to use Instagram. Instagram is probably the best one to use. And the second is going to be where Brian is. Once you're approved for the program, you got to get approved for commissions. So you got to submit 3 videos um going, for Amazon. And once they approve those 3 videos, you'll be approved for commissions. You don't want to
Okay, so
make
I
any
can
more videos until you get approved because none of them will count.
so am I able to ask unlimited? Because I've already been denied one.
So if you were already denied once, then you need to like get some engagement going on because it's been stagnant for 2 months. You're definitely gonna want to just post some stuff, ask like friends to like it, ask family to like it. Some people say to like pay for services. I'm not really all about that. Um, yeah, I mean, looks like you
So I
guys got
only have two more times that
no,
I
that's
heard I only
for
have
the videos. So
Oh, okay, so
to
that's
get,
where Brian's
yeah.
at.
Yeah, they don't, yeah, that doesn't matter. But like for the
Yay.
social, if they keep rejecting you, Obviously you just need to get like more engagement because they're going to continue to do that.
Perfect. So I can just get more engagement, hammer it out for the next week or two, and then apply. If I get denied, keep doing it until they
Yeah,
accept
I
me.
mean, I would probably go maybe try like 2 weeks, like maybe try to post like I don't know, twice a week, ask people questions. I don't know, whatever you're posting before, either post that or just like I don't know, just post whatever.
Oh, so only like twice a week? Because I was posting 1 to 3 times a day.
And they're still not, are you getting any engagement?
A little bit.
I would just keep doing it. They're eventually gonna like approve you and pass you along.
Okay.
Maybe ask everyone here to like it. It's like kind of it's not as bad. It's like why does Amazon not accept invoices from certain suppliers? Like Andrew got approved, but Brian doesn't. Like, why does that happen? I don't know. It's just one of those Amazon things. So I think yeah, if you just keep posting, eventually, um, they will definitely, hopefully, let you in. Of
Great. Thank you.
course.
John, we've approached an hour. We want to respect your time. I did ask a little bit ago to ask their questions, and nobody's really asked anything else besides Jen. Is there anything else that you would like to, um, say about any of this? Like what piece of advice? What I got from it is we all think too much about this. Just do it.
Agree. Yeah, that would be my piece of advice is like there's no reason everyone should not do the influencer program because there's stuff in your house that you buy. I mean, if you guys, I'm guessing you all have Amazon businesses, like all the equipment you use every day, like you could review that stuff. Like you buy, and I don't overthink it. Like you're like, oh, like I have a printer. Like you buy labels for that printer, you buy paper for that printer, you buy poly bags, you buy fragile stickers, you buy boxes, like all that stuff could be like reviewed. So definitely don't take it like don't think and just do your videos and get them done and then just start making videos because I'm telling you that would be my advice is do 500 because you're gonna do the first 50, 100, you're like this is stupid. Because this is what I did. I'm like, this is dumb. Why am I doing this? I have an Amazon business. This is a waste of time. Flash forward a year, like, it's the best thing I did. Especially with everything going on with Amazon right now. Like, obviously, it wasn't as bad a year ago, but like, I don't know. I just had a hunch that this would be really big, and it's worked out really well for me. So don't doubt it. Just know that it's worth it. And it was worth it to me. I mean, again, 500 sounds like a lot, but it's like, I don't know. Probably finding 500 products sounded like a lot when you first started Amazon. Now, a lot of you probably buy that a month.
If you think about it, 500 videos at 30 seconds. What is that? Like 16 minutes of your life? Like it seems like it's so much, but it's not. Um,
It's really not. It's just like it's like anything else. It's just like, it just seems like a daunting task. Like once you get past 100, it gets like addicting. 'Cause you're gonna start to see like $5 days, like $10 day. And it also depends. So also keep in mind if you're reviewing like 100 pencils, like you're not gonna see the commissions that like so just like keep that in mind. It's just like with Amazon. If you're buying $9 products, you're making 50 cents on that listing. I don't even know if that's possible anymore. But it's the same theory with that. It's just like you gotta like just put in the work, like get things, review the stuff you use in your business, the supplies you use. I don't know. You guys have a prep center, so you could probably review a lot of that stuff if you don't sell that stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. Then we gotta open stuff. I'm not gonna open
Oh,
my people's
true.
products.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But like if it was like not, yeah, I guess most of the stuff comes packaged. Never mind. But if you had to bundle something,
Imagine opening something, there's 500 units in it, and I'm like, guys, I really love this stuff. Oh, that would work pretty well, actually. Uh,
you should do it in the Discord. A 500 video challenge. Make a 500 channel or something.
Set it up, Amanda.
Oh, what the hell? It's always me.
I would do it. I'll do it. I don't care. But yeah, no, I think you should do it. And then let's as a group, like you said. I mean, it's a good way of holding each other accountable for this. And like you said, I mean, what's 530-second videos?
16 minutes. It's mostly getting stuff to your house, unpackaged, setting it up.
Sure.
That's
Stuff,
more than what
stuff,
we're
stuff.
worried about of filming. So this was super helpful, John. I really appreciate your time, and I'm so happy you're
Sure.
here. You didn't push anything on us. You don't have anything to sell.
I got nothing to sell.
I love it. I think it was a nice change up. We've had a lot of softwares and stuff on here lately. It's nice to come to something that where people aren't like, I need another subscription. You know. So yeah, I really appreciate you. And if everybody isn't following John, where can we follow you on socials?
Side Hustle Experiment on Instagram and YouTube and
Okay,
TikTok.
thank you so much. Um, anything else, Brian?
No, other than I appreciate your time and super inspirational. Appreciate that.
My
I'm gonna
pleasure.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
be
having me.
hitting you up and showing my proof that I'm doing it. Okay, John?
Oh yeah, I want to see it. Tag me. I
Uh,
mean, yeah, get it done. Get the 500 done.
I'm gonna do it. All right, John, thank you so much for your time. Have a great night, everybody.
See you guys. Thanks.